Hey there. This is like kind of an intro video of my YouTube channel that I'm starting. It's called ADA Mom 2017. My daughter Madeline, I have three children that have the same disability. It's called tibial aplasia ectrodactyly syndrome. Basically, all my kids are double amputees. Two of the three wear prosthetics, but my daughter Madeline, who's 10, uses a wheelchair in everyday life. She has been denied transportation through the Clover School District for 3 years now. And we recently have had another 504 yearly annual meeting. And at that meeting, transportation would not get discussed. That's okay. We've had so many meetings as far as transportation. We've contacted so many people. And the problem with all this is that there are several different policies in place. However, the ADA states that utilizing a wheelchair, you can go forward facing or rear facing, your choice. That is an ADA federal law. You can't trump federal law. It's federal. It's important. There is a district policy that states that she can load and unload not really any way she wants, but it also has a clause in it that this policy can be changed or modified based on the child's specific basic needs. We have several doctor letters, pediatrician notes on letterhead, not written, not forged, not anything, but basically a letterhead stating that Maddie can load and unload the way that she needs to safely based on her manufacturer's guidelines. Based on manufacturer guidelines, she's to load forward facing where she has plain sight, clear view. It also says no one's allowed to touch her chair. These can be potentially deadly, fatal, cause injury. That's a manufacturer warning. That's in her manual for her chair that was specifically ordered and made for her. At the latest meeting, the district stated that we're not going to follow manufacturers' policies. Okay, thank you for submitting your letters, but we're gonna stick with the district policy that she will load the way we want her to. See, Maddie's a double amputee, so she uses a wheelchair. And by using a wheelchair, she always goes forward. The district wants her to back in with assistance, and prior to 2014, Maddie never did that. Maddie loaded the bus rear facing when she was leaving the bus, and she also forward facing. She actually drove up on the lift herself. That got changed in 2014 after a series of meetings with playground issues with the district. Today, it is Thursday, September the 21st. I've been in contact with the Clover School District, and we have sent numerous emails back and forth with Special Services Department. I have stated that today, or that this week, Maddie would be on a school bus, and she would follow federal, state, district policy to its entirety, meaning, yes, she'll follow state district policy, which can be changed on a case-by-case basis based on the child's specific needs. However, there's a federal policy called the ADA in Statute 49 that says she can load and unload rear-facing or forward-facing as she chooses. I'm going to video this interaction with the school district. Maddie is well aware that she may be turned away, and we're prepared for that, to take her to school if that happens. However, the district has stated they've been willing and readily able to take Maddie to school, but we as parents have decided not to follow that and not to allow her. It's not that we haven't allowed her, it's just we want her to be safe. When you have a manufacturer's warning and a policy that says that she can load and unload any way she feels that's safe for her, and when you have pediatrician notes who's been following her for years, stating that she should load and unload with minimal assistance as possible, you need to follow that stuff. It's not being followed. We have a violation of a federal law here, so we need to get Maddie back on a school bus. And I've been toying with this decision of, do I start a YouTube account? I've never done that. But it's 6:38 a.m. on Thursday, September 21st. I'm at my home. I'm going to go in a few minutes, get Maddie, and we're going to see, what's going on. We're going to, I'm going to try to get her squared away, make sure she's ready. She freezes when things like this happens, but I want her to know that, her and her dad have the best interest at heart for her when it comes to this kind of stuff. We have 3 children like this. She has a brother and a sister that are right behind her going through this, not really exactly the same stuff. They wear prosthetics, so it's a little bit different situation, a little bit different fight as far as we're concerned. But we've been fighting for Maddie for 3 years, and we're not going to stop. The more they push, the more we pull. And that's the way it's got to be. You got to fight for your kids, especially with a disability. People with disabilities have my heart and have for years. I'll fight till the end for anybody. I don't like seeing people with disabilities mistreated or made fun of. It's not something you're supposed to do. So, in a few minutes at 6:50, the bus will be here at our driveway. Special education buses typically come to the student's driveway. So it's going to pull up here. I'm going to video, but I'm also going to read. I don't know how this morning's going to go. It's a gamble. I'm not a gambling person, but I do know what we have fought and what we've, hit up against in the past. And I want you to understand that I don't know how this is going to play out. This is the very first video. This is kind of an intro video. But like I said, this could play out awesome, and Maddie could be allowed on the bus this morning because they just don't want to fight us. Or it could fall out, and but I will have it on video. I don't want anyone saying that I said something wrong or did something wrong. And I also want you to see exactly what we've been up against. It's been a fight that we felt like we were in alone for the past 3 years. And Maddie is the one suffering for all this. I mean, every other child gets to ride the bus and ride with their friends and do everything else. Why can't Maddie? Based on a policy that for 3 years, in 2014, she was a student for 3 years prior to that. Why stop now? Why change it in the middle of what she's always known and what she's been comfortable doing? Like I said, this is going to be, I'm going to video the whole interaction because I want it on documentation that she's not allowed to ride the bus. And this may come in her favor. This morning they may say, you know what, let her on. Because like I said in my email, I did not mislead anyone. I basically stated that she would follow district, state, and federal policy, the ADA, to its entirety. She won't be not following a policy this morning if she goes forward facing the way she's supposed to. Thanks for listening.